What is up, you guys? It is your host, Galadon, and yes, this is another Lineage to Revolution video because it is my favorite MMO ever on mobile, and I'm loving this. Thank you so much to Netmarble for sponsoring this. If you guys are not playing this game, you've got to get down to the description, check out the link, download the game, and join me. I am in the Valakas N2 server, and we are having a blast. Now, I've been focused on going for the holy grail of gear, UR, and that's what we are going to talk about today. With the most recent update, level 260, they also released UR gear. And if you're familiar with the grades of gear, you've got C, B, A, S, R, SR, and now UR. And when you go to forge this gear, let me tell you, it is a huge upgrade, but it is not easy. You need to focus on working on this stuff. The ingredients come from a lot of different places, but they're out there. And if you work every single day, you can get there. Now, I was thinking about upgrading my Mithril Dagger, which is my Magic Beast Dagger, which is going to help you level faster if you upgrade, say, either your magic weapon or your elite weapon, as people say. But ultimately, Lineage to Revolution comes down to real-time PvP, player versus player, castle siege, open siege, fortress siege, 3v3, and even some of these dungeons are PvP oriented, so you need to be prepared with your PvP gear. I have personally decided to start with the PvP dagger. So you can see you need weapon materials of all sorts. Weapon scraps, I've got plenty of those, but as you can see, you get them off of normal and named monsters, and you can also salvage. Big thing with this update is salvage. Also, the Radiant Weapon Upgrade Stones. Make sure you're doing your daily dungeons. That is where you will get those. The steel, the different material for each class, comes from the field bosses and again from salvaging. Salvaging is huge, and I'll show you exactly how that's done. And then finally, you need the recipes, and these come from binding the torn recipes and weapon scraps if you're working on a weapon recipe, and then of course armor scraps if you're working on an armor recipe. So as you can see right there, that is the 15th and final recipe I needed to complete that requirement. So we've got everything we need except for some of these materials. All right, so we're gonna go into my inventory, and you can see here, if we go to the workshop, that's where you're going to salvage. And if you salvage these weapons that you've been saving, they are going to get you all of the ingredients you need when they're at SR. So you want to be combining as much as you possibly can, because remember, you can combine two regular A weapons and sometimes get a special, a blue or a red weapon, and that's what you want. Check it out. That is a lot of stuff I'm getting: the recipe fragments, weapon scraps, the ore as well, and that is what we're going to use to craft this UR weapon. So again, we can go back to our inventory, check it out, and this time if we click on the PvP dagger, we go over to grade UR crafting, you can see everything is glowing, everything is lit up and ready. So now all we need to do is click insert materials, and we can go in and turn this SR into a UR piece. And this has been exciting. This is rewarding, you guys. It's about the journey, but this is a bit of a destination that I'm excited about as well. And there it is, the weapon scraps. Now again, weapon scraps for weapons, armor scraps for armor, but let's go ahead and do this. We craft it, and now, great thing here, don't worry, 100% chance you're going to succeed. It was favorited, but that's okay. We're happy with it disappearing because there it is. We got a new achievement as well, the oh man. That just looks good. That just looks good, and that is massive. That is a great PvP weapon right there, you guys. And again, we're going to go into working to upgrade that weapon and craft it back up to, you can see, level 6 right now, so it's going to have a ways to go. But we'll be able to add those varnishes and get it back up to max. So for now, I've got the magic weapon equipped because that's what's helping me get through these dungeons faster. But check this out. That's right. We're not stopping here. We're going to go to the PvP attribute armor, and you can see again, we're just short some recipes, so we're going to collect those recipe fragments. We've got plenty of armor scraps. Those drop in the elite dungeons, but these recipe pieces right here, that's what we want. There you go. Clan shop, world bosses, summon shop, and salvaging. Remember, when you're salvaging that special SR gear, you are getting those ripped recipe fragments. So that is absolutely ideal. You continue to combine as much as you can. And now, since we're okay on the weapon, weapon. We're going to focus on combining with the A grade armor. So what you do is you always look for a couple of different A grade armor pieces. I use the B grade to upgrade the A to level 30. So just for instance here, you can see I've got the level 30 A grade gloves. And those are mine. Those are the rogue specific item. So we put those in the left slot. We put any other level 30 A item in the right slot, and we combine. Now, if we get a blue or a red piece here, we're happy. If we don't, that's okay, because these S gloves can also be salvaged. They just don't give you as big of a result. You don't get as many items as you do when you salvage the elite or the PvP armor. So again, we've got the UR, we can equip it, and 91,000 more combat power than the magical weapon right there. But you can see it's also enhanced to max, but it looks good. I cannot wait to have the whole left side say UR all the way down. That is going to be awesome. My class, the Treasure Hunter, pretty happy with it right here. We just, for the first time, with that UR dagger, have crossed 1.3 million combat power. Pretty excited about that number, 1.3 million combat power. And, you know, if you learn to play your class, your class has different specialties. Every single class is slightly different. I'm the rogue, so, you know, love playing the rogue. It's something I've played in past games, one of my favorite classes. In fact, maybe I should be looking for a clan that is specializing in rogues as well. But we'll talk about that in a future episode, you guys. Let me tell you, the server politics ever since the server merge have been absolutely crazy. The jockeying for position, the alliances, the wars nonstop. It is what makes this game fun. And luckily I've had the opportunity to play with some great clans, and now I'm going to be with an even greater clan. I'm going to be with Rogue Squad. Again, you guys, if you haven't downloaded Lineage 2 Revolution, make sure that you do. The link is down in the description. I would love to play with you. Level 260 is upon us, and I'm working my way there. Hopefully a couple more weeks, and I will be maxed out and ready to PvP full time. Until then, I will see you guys again tomorrow for more full attacks.